Hello, may I have your name, please?
My name is Regina Paige Prince.
And where are you from?
I'm born and raised Washington, D.C.
Excellent. Can you tell us a little bit about your military service?
I went into the military September 30th, 1985. Well, the physical year of 1985 will be October 1st, but I was in basic training on the 30th. And I was in B Company 6-2, Bravo 6-2. We called that Brick City when I went through. And my drill sergeants were 6'8", 6'9", respectively. They were tall. Being a new recruit, my uncle was in the military. My dad was in the military. My dad served in the Korean War. My husband was in the military also. So I decided, to go in the military to give my family a better life. In Washington, D.C. at the time, in the 80s, a lot of crack epidemic was going on. So I went to the service. MEP station was unique experience in its own right, but I did it and went through. Basic was fun. It had its trials. Had some people that were not properly prepared for the military life. While I was there, a young man shot himself because he received a letter from back home from his girlfriend saying that she didn't want to be with him anymore. So he shot his brains out on the range. Then we had a young lady in Delta 6-2 who received a letter from her boyfriend saying that he couldn't adjust to the fact that she was doing a man's job instead of being home taking care of him and being with him. And she was 19 years old. But the fact of the matter was that she stood a risk because she couldn't deal with that. They were high school sweethearts, But that was the one thing I didn't like. I got letters from home from my family. They helped me through. Basic was fun sometimes. I had a drill sergeant who didn't like women from New York. No, not New York. From Philadelphia, D.C., Detroit, and I figured it was 5 of us. And he made us do push-ups. It was fun, though. But then I went on from there and I finished. And I went to AIT. And I learned a lot. Being in basic training, I learned how to shoot a weapon. I learned how to throw a grenade. More fun. Turned around and learned how to survive. Put up tents. MREs were good. Definitely good. I went on to AIT. My MOS specialty, military occupational specialty, was 72 Echo, which was field communications. It was fun.
What's AIT?
Advanced Individual Training.
Okay.
That's when each soldier, once they complete their basic training, they go to their military occupational specialty, which is the MOS. So once you get your MOS, you go to your AIT, Advanced Individual Training. So mine was Signal, and Signal was at Fort Gordon, Georgia. And Fort Gordon was nice. It was fun. I had fun memories there. I didn't graduate with my class that I started with. I had death in the family, so I had to come back and graduate with the next class. But it was fun. I left there and I went to Texas, Fort Hood, Texas. I was in B Company 16 Signal Battalion, where Elvis was. I got to see the Soldiers Dome that he built. It was lame. I mean, it's not like it was in its heyday, but Fort Hood, big place, hot, very hot. I didn't know it's a town right there inside of Fort Hood on its own. But Fort Hood was nice. And, yes, you have a call coming in.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. But,
Can you start over with Fort Hood?
Yeah. Fort Hood, B Company 16 Signal Battalion was They taught me a lot. They taught me how to lift a 100-pound field computer. And I had a bunch of interesting, my first sergeant and the crew that I worked with, they were from Germany. So their expectations were a lot higher. Just because I was a female in the military, that didn't mean I didn't pull my weight. And they were quick to tell you, if something happened to one of us, we need you to pull your weight as a team member. Just because you're female doesn't mean you're not going to pull your weight. So I appreciate them making me learn how they function if I was to be in Germany. Because Germany women got to pull their weight, even though it wasn't a lot of females in field commo. They were in echo commo, which was stationary. But they taught me how to change a tire on a deuce and a half, 5 ton, because that's what our equipment was going on. They taught me how to lift the computers. It's a 100-pound computer, field computer. I can't give them nomenclature, but it's 100 pounds, so I had to lift my weight. I was 125 by myself, but the computer was 100 pounds, so I had to lift my weight. And I have to put it in our shelter, which is about the size of this room. And you have 4 compartments for the computers. So you have to put one up here, down here, manually. Then you plug it up. Then you have to run the WD-1 wire. Then you have to load up all the equipment. And I had to learn how to do this, how to pack and unpack it. And I did appreciate them teaching me all that. Because if I didn't, I'd still be like, I would have quit. But I would have quit and changed to another softer MOS. But I wasn't made to quit. So my uncle was like, don't you quit nothing. You got to try everything. And my husband went to Germany. He was talking about the Autobahn this and the Oktoberfest that. And then the fellas that I work with at Fort Hood, that's all they talking about. Oktoberfest this, Oktoberfest that. I'm like, I want to get to Germany. I want to see what they're talking about. Because over in Germany, you get to go to different places over there, experience different things. I went to Korea during the Olympics, the 88 Olympics. I had fun. But in Fort Hood, it rains a lot. They have a monsoon season there, but they had a lot of fun. I went to Korea during the Olympics, got to enjoy the atmosphere over there, and it's beautiful. It is beautiful. The culture over there is something, if you go over there, you experience it, you'll never want to come back. It is so beautiful. I mean, I had my trials and stuff. You know, I had the good and bad in the military. I'm not going to discuss all that. But it really changed me, and it made me a better person. Some things, they say you can't wish for better days. Well, some days I wish if I hadn't got hurt, I wish I had completed my 20 years. I was going to do 20, but I got hurt. From Korea, I went to Fort Story, Virginia, I went to 11th Trans Battalion, HAC 11th Trans Battalion. And there, I got hurt during the Gulf War. But, you know, everybody did their part in the first 100-day war. But prior to that, they had battalion runs, and after battalion runs, the companies would get together and with their families and stuff, and we go on the beach and celebrate that day with our families and stuff. My kids enjoyed it. I mean, Virginia Beach, Norfolk area, Chesapeake area, beautiful. I wish they hadn't changed it, but you know, change comes to everything. Change comes to everybody. But good or bad experience, I had it all, but I loved it. So I wouldn't change nothing that I learned or experienced from it.
So you were stationed at the first Gulf War?
Yes.
During that time?
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk any about that experience?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
No problem.
Because I got hurt and I don't want to talk about it.
Understood. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
I just like to add that if someone wants to join the military, it's it's a rewarding thing. I know each 5 branches has their own unique way of doing things, but to come out of it, we still all vets, and we all have a camaraderie that won't nobody understand. Even though you will meet those people that I've experienced that don't like you, who don't think you're better, who will try to put you down. Just stand your ground and you get over it. Not everybody's going to not like you, but you will find those who do appreciate what you do and will look out for you.